caught up with Somany Ceramics on the latest episode of Deep Dive. Listen into this slice of that conversation and stay tuned for the full chat.
So yes, there has been a lot of volatility from the 28th of February, which is when the war broke out. Gas prices have gone through the roof. Our normal gas price used to be 42, 43 rupees, maybe 45 rupees a standard cubic meter. That went up to 100 rupees a standard cubic meter. And it's down to about 83, 84 rupees a standard cubic meter. So there's been a huge disruption there. What that did was we have a cluster in Morbi, which is about 850 units. Now, these guys were buying gas from all kinds of sources, whether it was LPG or was it propane. And they were buying it not because it was substantially cheaper than GSPC or GAIL or other gas authorities, but they were buying it because they could buy it in cash. And therefore, there was a disruption. The last few years, the industry has gone through a big downturn in terms of a lot of capacity coming in on the back of exports. Exports didn't happen because these various wars broke out. First it was Ukraine, then it was the Israeli war, and now it's this one. So with that, the freight rates going up, the material was getting dumped here. And when they were dumping material, they were cutting costs, which is where they were doing a lot more cash transactions, buying cash, gas in cash, etc. So this played to our advantage because we being organized sector, we were buying gas from either IOC or GSPC or GAIL and also certain CGD networks. Because of that, we got lucky. When the gas got shut down in the Hormuz Strait, we were the beneficiaries because the government took out a gazette that we would get 80% of the last 6-month average. Now, we had a last 6-month average to talk about, unlike people in Morbi, because they were buying from anybody and everybody on the street. So as a result, during the disruptions, prices went up, but we were still running. Our plants were running. Morbi shut down for about 2 months, between the 15th of March to the 15th of May. And as a result, there was a huge pent-up demand. What it did for us is we were able to offload a lot of our inventory. Last 3 years, because we are organized players, we play by the books. We were the losers in the last 3 years, and we were gainers in the last 3 months, where we could offload the inventory. Our capacity utilization went up from 79-80% to almost 100% now. So this has been a big boon. The prices have gone up of tiles by about 16-17% for us. When it goes up for 16-17% for people like us, it goes up approximately 35% or more for the Morbi vendors because they were that much cheaper. So this has been a big positive, although the prices have gone up, but it's been a big positive. Having said that, in the last 24 to 36 months, prices came down in the tile industry for tiles by about the same amount. So the increase in cost was absorbed fairly quickly.
As you pointed out, one of the key takeaways from this entire episode is that the informal sector seems to have been impacted the most and most severely than the organized players. For the formal sector, which stronger systems and greater financial resilience, which are the players are much more better placed compared to the informal players. Do you think this has accelerated the formalization in the entire ceramic sector, and how significant is this shift when it comes to organized players like yours going forward?
It won't really get formalized. I mean, they still continue to do a lot more of these underbillings, cash billings, etc. But obviously, it will go down because now they also have to buy gas from GSPC and GAIL and all of those. So to that extent, it will go down. The prices have gone up. And I think the biggest advantage which everybody's had is that they also are in a situation where there's a pent-up demand. When there's a pent-up demand, prices don't come down very quickly. So they are also witnessing a pent-up demand of the 2-month complete closure of Morbi. So currently, the entire industry is benefiting from the 2-month closure.
And Mr. Somany, is it more beneficial to the organized sector or organized players as compared to unorganized players at this point in time?
No, it is more beneficial to the organized players.
And will this help you or the industry in consolidating further as well?
So even during this pent-up demand currently, we have seen that 20% of Morbi hasn't started. So if it has not started in this kind of a scenario where there is material required by the market, I doubt they're starting ever again. So I think 20% of Morbi's capacity is off the grid forever, which means that we'll need more tiles. And therefore, if you have seen, we have announced that we're doing a fairly large expansion in the south, about 9 million square meters. Plus, we're doing a lot of balancing equipment within the company, within all our lines to augment more capacity. So I think another 3 million capacity would get augmented by driving up efficiency, driving up productivity, and also while we do that, we will also increase our value add mix.
And with that, it's a wrap on this edition